YouTube, what it do? Monday Night Football, Monday Night Football. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Listen, y'all, get off up in here. Ultimate Team, Monday Night Football. Hey now, Meg. Put a one in the chat if you can hear me clear, Meg. Got you. Let's get it. Monday Night Football. Record is 1-0. We starting off at 1-0. 1-0, chat. Starting off at 1-0. They just added a new currency on here too, chat. Something called carrots. I don't know how to obtain them points yet, but we finna see how do we get that money as well.
Find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and as we look at this matchup, every time there's something different to focus on. So I'll just ask you, what do you see here in this one?
Well, Rembrandt, you've given me a pretty blank canvas to focus on, haven't you?
Yeah.
Where do you think I'm going to go with this?
Secondary?
You know me.
Let's
you know
get
me
it.
well, right? In a game like this, it's always about the secondary. Can they handle the passing attack and make a few plays?
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now a play fake here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We'll have to see what kind of looks this defense is going to throw at him as this game moves along, but they're in a zone to start. I do think we'll see plenty of man coverage as we move along, but the first throw of this one, incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Sanders. And his throw is incomplete.
Let's go.
So far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's over the middle and caught by the rookie. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver break.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Levi Onwuzurike charging in and finishing off the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw off play action. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
Let's go.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick 6, that was about the worst
Let's go, Chargers.
for in this one because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A give to the game's all-time leader, Emmitt Smith. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Emmitt Smith, 14 yards. And the Chargers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Jason Elam on for the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
Got you, big. I'm for the lock here.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now Sanders, off play action. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. They get the sack on the blitz, but it was 3rd and inches. Are you surprised like I am they weren't running the football there?
I'm right there with you. I would have thought at worst, quarterback sneak, try and pick up the first down and move on. But instead, I think they thought they could catch him by surprise and maybe hit something deep.
They'll try and throw for it here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Sanders throwing on first down. He finds his man complete. It's Gonzalez. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7-0. 7-0.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gonzalez. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Gonzalez. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Let's go.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Derwin James with a pick. There he goes left side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
He gonna quit, chat.
Well, when both guys went up for the ball, I just thought, who's going to come down with it? I didn't think he'd come down with it.
Told you, chat. Let's go. Two and 0. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going.
We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 or the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Happy to be on hand. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. And before we kick, partner, your keys to the game, please.
Well, my keys are on the defensive side of the ball for both teams. And the big one, making sure you avoid giving up the big play. These safeties are going to get tested all game long. Their job, keep the ball in front of them, tackle people, make them run extra plays in order to try and score.
Here comes Devin Hester bringing it out. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. They'll start the drive with a carry by Emmett. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. All right, Charles, quick Emmitt Smith story. You've heard of the Madden video game, right?
I have heard of the Madden video game,
well,
no doubt about it.
The legend goes that Coach Madden said players used to come up to him all the time and complain that their ratings were too low. The only person, though, that came up and said, hey, mine's too high, Emmitt Smith.
You're kidding.
How can you rate Emmitt Smith too high? That's the question.
Boy, talk about humble. That's taken.
He's got it at the 15. And
Let's go.
all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. 53 yards. And the Chargers need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Extra point by Elam, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And able to get this out to the 25. Now ETN to start the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now a quick throw to Moss. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Some guys just simply have it, and Randy Moss is one of those guys. His big playability, once again on display right there.
That's what he's known for. He averaged 15.6 yards per reception during his playing days. Highest career yards per catch average for any player with 900 or more receptions. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now 2nd and 3. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. 7 yards there and a first down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And able to get this to the 31.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Throw left side, complete to Moss. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
On first down, Lawrence to the right side and complete to Thomas. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. A good position to be in here, second and inches. Back to the ground with Etienne. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up first and goal.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. And they'll run with Etienne. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Travis Etienne, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots are an extra point away from evening this one up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now Hester will get a shot. Returnable here for Hester. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now Lawrence on first down. That's going to be caught by Moss. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Give him 32 yards as we inch our way to the 2-minute warning.
Well, they've looked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps. He delivers a big play here for this offense.
Etienne will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Touchdown! Randy Moss from 4 yards out. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, gotta give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
The Charger drive about to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now Breeze. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it?
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Levi Onwuzurike, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Lawrence's throw here complete into the hands of Ertz. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now 2nd and 5. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a first down as well.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to.
They did down by 10.
The running game on the first 2 plays didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On 1st down, Breeze. This is caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Antonio Gates from 17 yards out. And the Chargers are back within a score. Elam now to add the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
All right, Meg, let's get it. I'm down by 3. I'm down by 3. I got to play defense.
At the line, ready to go. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground, Etienne. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 9. Got him in. It's Randy Moss.
Play.
Down the left sideline. Randy Moss. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Randy Moss with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. The extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. Hester to return from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And As you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Breeze, and his throw's going to be incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
That's into the hands of Edwards. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's fourth down. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Breeze, got to have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. So from the 36 now, first and 10. ETN up the middle. 47 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And that's just an ideal run to start this drive because they're in full ball control mode now. So if you keep ripping off 7, 8, 9 yards of carry, you're going to have a great chance of finishing off this game.
On second down, ETN once more. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. This is first and 10. Breeze now. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Xavier Woods with a pick, and the Pats are going to take over here.
We got the next one. We 2-1, Chad. 2-1.
Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. Happy to be with you. And CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
Here's the longtime Bronco, Jason Elam, to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now a first down throw, Moon. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelce is complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
And this offense has come out swinging here in the early going. They pick up a nice chunk on that pitch and catch. And the two of them have this offense moving in the right direction to start this game.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Now Moon. This one taken in by Hester. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Moon. Pass complete there to Nakua. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. On first down, it's Moon. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
2nd and 6. Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. Peterson will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown.
It's not often you talk about statement drives coming right at the start of a game, but that was some statement there. That drive took him the length of the field, and as I look at the clock, ate up nearly the entire first quarter as well. Great work up front, clearing space, and an ideal finish on the touchdown run.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. First carry for the Hall of Famer Emmitt Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Breeze escaping the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Under pressure, they got him again. T.J. Watt. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Got an open man. It's Devin Hester. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. On 4th down, here's Pat McAfee to kick it away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
On 1st and 10, Moon. He gets this out to Spiller. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Moon to throw. Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line.
That run is what defenses don't like about dealing with Adrian Peterson. His ability to drop a shoulder and run through contact.
And he's amazing at keeping those strong legs going, isn't he?
For him, no run is ever truly over. I mean, he's actually not even convinced that when they blow the whistle, he's actually down. That's how he finishes runs in a big way. Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
He's going to try and go deep again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that...
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Running free at the 45, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Let's go, let's go, let's get it. Come on, let's go, let's go. Shout out to everybody
just the
pulling
one
up.
touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. And what's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Smith. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. And when you need the tough yards like they did there, it feels pretty good to turn around and hand it to Emmitt Smith,
who always ran with supreme confidence. He didn't care if you knew the play call. He didn't care if you knew he was going to get it.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
Now Moon. Here's Hester open right side. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down. Here's Moon. That'll be caught by Hester. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
To throw, Moon. A quick throw there is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And the first carry for the former Clemson Tigers, C.J. Spiller. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Third and 4. Out of the gun, it's Moon. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Running it with a fullback, Burton. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And can they take advantage? Their defense got the 4th down stop, and now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Breeze. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. JPP cruising in for the sack that time. Here's Pat McAfee now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Yeah, this is going to blow up in their faces. Not only do they not get the first, they're going to lose big yardage as well. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Peterson. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Again, Peterson. And he'll be stopped up short as the tackle is made at about the 3. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Spiller. He pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. Well, if this defense can hold him to a field goal here, what a win that would be. Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They tried to let the fullback pound it in between the tackles, but he stopped up short. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Breeze.
Wow.
And that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Wow, wow, wow. What up, chat? What's going on? Happy Monday night. Happy Monday night. What's going on? We 2-2, chat. We're 2-2. All right, let's get it. Let's get it.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said. The key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
Here's the longtime Bronco, Jason Elam, to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And they'll begin this drive with C.J. Spiller. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
Going to go play action. Here's Stewart. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. A carry for a Cowboy legend. How strange is this? It's Emmitt Smith. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Boy, it is hard for me to get adjusted to look down onto this field here in Dallas and see Emmitt Smith in another uniform.
I really don't know how you can make the connection work. I mean, how does that happen, right? You're so used to seeing that star on the side of his helmet, the number 22 with the white jersey and blue numerals. No, it's really, really difficult to watch.
Calling no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. At that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Elam's kick is good, and the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
After the made field goal, Elam back out to kick it away. Here comes Devin Hester bringing it out. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're coming off a fourth down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A big play here for Dallas. 47 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Spiller. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another 1st down run right there.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. They'll run here with Spiller. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. C.J. Spiller taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On play action, now Breeze. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Now Breeze on 3rd down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, L.A. Devin Hester, 76 yards. And the Chargers have regained the lead. Extra point by Elam, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. Hester to return from his end zone. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Stewart sets to throw. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The rookie from Florida State on target with that throw. His guys have a first down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Third down and 13. Play action. Stewart, he sets to fire deep. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. The Hall of Famer Ronnie Lott picks it, and the Chargers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, third and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. Breeze to throw on second down. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20-20 high.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. But he'll take this back down inside the 20.
And Brandon, how many times have we talked with these rookies out there, and then we finally hear from them that the game slowed down and they're able to handle things? Not so far for this rookie, because right now, back-to-back drives, they've picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle what these defenses throw at him.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Oh, he's got Hester complete. And the Chargers are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Smith. Oh, he's going to be brought down a few yards short of the goal line, and they're going to be unable to stop the clock from here. So close yet so far, and that's going to be how this first half will come to an end. So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And
he's got a man, complete. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Devin Hester, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Elam, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Stewart. He's got it. It's Spiller. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the 5-time Pro Bowler Troy Vincent. And the Chargers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarter?
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now he's into the clear again. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Devin Hester, 92 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Extra point by Elam, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. Now Hester will get a shot. Returnable here for Hester. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now, Stewart. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
They'll try and throw it with Stewart. He'll buy some time right. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Here's Stewart to throw it. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Down the right sideline. And finally wrestled down at the 11. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Levi Onwuzurike able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Looking to throw. Stewart. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as he gets this.
That's how you make them quit, chat. Let's get back to it.
The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Now, Charles, you and I, we've done a lot of games together. Always seems like we're rehashing the same storylines. Turnovers, of course, always a big story. Quarterback play, running backs, yada, yada, yada. But getting ready for this one word kept coming to mind, and that's preparation.
Well, it's critical to be prepared physically, mentally. When you think about getting ready for an NFL game, you have to wonder, what will they throw at us that maybe we haven't seen before? 2-minute drill, maybe different things like that. Got to be prepared. You're exactly right.
set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Give to the game's all-time leader, Emmitt Smith. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. On play action, it's Breeze. Throwing left side, it's complete. A big play there for L.A. 47 yards.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Again, it's Breeze. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Aiden Hutchinson drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
Now Bankert. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Aiden Hutchinson able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. And they get to him right out of the gate. And this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first-play sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk with his offense coordinator and head coach and say, hey, you know that game plan we put together? We might need to change it right now.
He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To throw is Bankert. And it's intercepted. Inside the 20. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Chargers are able to widen their advantage. Jason Elam on for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. He gets it left side to Johnson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, here's Smith. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. He completes this to Sutton. And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. His first catch, good for 16 and a 1st. They go back to the ground now with Smith. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. 2nd and 10. Baker to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 15.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. He finds his man, complete. That's Edwards. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. Breeze going to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Breeze. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. To throw is Breeze. pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. On the return, Johnson. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. To the left side and caught by Hester. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
But what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available, thus the incompletion.
94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Shit.
On 3rd down, here's Emmett. And his bid for the 1st down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half. So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And the 13-year man puts it through, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Breeze now on 1st down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to look deep down the field. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Ronnie Lott. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter.
Let's get it, chat. defense.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Second down, here's Emmett again. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. The big fella. And it's a terrific return here, as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Smith trying to run for it. Now he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. Emmitt Smith.
He finna quit. All right, TJ. GG's, my guy. GG's. Let me get my mind right. GG's. Yeah. Let's get it. Chargers turning up. Give me a second, get my mind. Yeah. What's good, chat? One more win to the playoffs. Well, you know what that means. Let's go for the one more win. What you think, chat? Go for the one more win? Talk to me. What we should do? What we should do? Go for the one more win, chat, or call it quits. What's up? Let me know. So the chat say go for the one more win. Let's get it. Light this bitch up. Let's get it.
GA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you from our broadcast perch. And Charles, as we get this thing started, what are you going to be keeping your eye on?
Special teams. Field position is always a big determiner in a ball game. Who sets their offense up for success the best, that team will win the game.
We need this game right here to make it to the playoffs, Chad. We need this game right here to make it to the playoffs. Let's get it.
Here's the longtime Bronco, Jason Elam, to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. A run now for the rookie out of Georgia. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And a big 32-yard play on third.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Here's Fields. It's his target. It's Adrian Peterson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Dang.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also... And the
Sorry, missed that one.
is going to get there. Down he goes. Levi Onwuzurike coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. 3rd and 20. Now Fields going to move him around. He'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. So on now is the punter, Pat McAfee, to kick this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. First carry for the Hall of Famer Emmitt Smith. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. No score after one on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Play action. Breeze. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A big play there for L.A. 46 yards. They fake the give. Here's Breeze. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Come on.
Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Under pressure, they got him again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Throwing now is Breeze. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. On 1st down, it's Fields. Now this one complete to Burton. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes is quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On the handoff, Watson. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. 3rd and 3. Again, they go with Watson. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Edwards. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Mike Burton. As the first half is winding down. And the Commanders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's
Let's go.
For the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flushed from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. A tie game. I don't think anybody in this building, including you or I, was expecting that.
No, I would agree with that totally. I didn't expect to see it at all, but I kind of like where they were going with this. You know, as you said, tie game, trying to steal a possession, steal an advantage, and you told your defense at the half you were going to do it, which also told them that you had confidence in them in case it failed, as that one just did.
And now you've given good field position here to start the third quarter. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Now a play fake. Breeze buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Breeze to throw. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Pat McAfee now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Fields. That's caught. Puka Nacua. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and a couple. They run again with Peterson. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Going up top.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Boy, the coverage there, airtight as he comes away with the interception.
Love that observation there because they were taking a shot at the end zone, but you're right about the coverage. Absolutely tremendous. And this they could clip for a training tape. Staying with him down the field, locates the football in the air, and comes away with the interception.
Trying to get the run game going. Here's Smith. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Now an option play on 2nd down. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Fields. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They snap it to Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
That's how it goes, chat. Whew, we made it to the playoffs.
Here's the longtime Bronco Jason Elam to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Right away, they'll change the look. Throwing on first down is Manning. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Calvin Johnson, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Elam, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start the drive with a carry by Emmett. Up past the 30, 2nd down coming up.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Here's a 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Breeze. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking this secondary. No beating around the bush with this crew. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there because normally you build up to the big shot, but not in this case.
On first down, Breeze. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it?
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Chiefs force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters. And this is what he's always had. And that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 73 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. We knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
When you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
He's going to air one out. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
So after the INT, it's Manning. He's going to wind up and air it out. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Calvin Johnson, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs add 6 to their lead. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. They'll let Peterson try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. So the completion good for 7 there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all?
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Julius Peppers able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Here's Pat McAfee now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to.
It's caught inside the 25. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. Into the red zone now. Manning. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
To throw, it's Manning. That's going to be caught by Gonzalez for a Chiefs touchdown.